Good evening. I hope you're watching this in the evening and the afternoon, and I am going to get this up. It takes Mrs. Roberto just a minute. All right. So, if you're watching this video, it's probably because I was glitching on you, or maybe you just need a refresher in telling time. Okay, so to the nearest minute. So that's what we'll be working on today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some times with the hour and the minute. So let me get my pen here. Whoops. And let me show you a time. So I have this time like here. And remember, the hour hand is a little bit smaller than the minute hand. Okay, that's always good to remember. The minute hand is a little bit longer. Okay. So now we're looking at this. So when we look at this, what we're going to do is we are going to circle the hour number. That's the very first step. Circle that hour number. So when I was talking to you today, I hope you remember when we talked about, if it is the day before your 7th birthday, are you 7 or are you still 6? And I hope you knew that the day before you are still 6. You aren't 7 yet. So when we look here, it's past the 1, but it's not at the 2 yet. It's before the 2. So it's not yet ready for the 2. So we're going to circle that 1 because that's the hour number. And in fact, I'm going to write it down right here so we don't forget it's the hour number. And then we're going to start to count by 5s because the clock is written the whole time we were going around the clock, we're always thinking 5s. 5s, 10 is for minute hands, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, so let me erase that now. I want to erase all that around there so that doesn't distract us. So right now I'm trying to find out what is this right here. So I'm going to put a dot right here because that's where I want to stop counting. So that'll help me remember where to stop counting. So I'm going to start here at the top. This top right here with the 12, it's actually two things. It's 0, 0, and it's 60. And that's weird. I know it is, but you just have to know it's 0, 0, and it's 60. We count by 5s. We stop here and it's 60, but when we start, it's 0. And it's double 0. So if we say 1 o'clock, it's 1, 0, 0. So I'm going to start and I'm going to count by 5s because counting by 5s is quick, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oops, if I keep going, I'm going to go past my dot. If I keep going all the way, if I went all the way to this 6, I would go past my dot. I can't do that. So right now I'm at 25 and I need to go one more. So if I count by 5s, I got to 25, I add one more. That gives me 26. So it is 126. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try, I'm going to put the hour hand. Remember the hour hand's a little bit smaller. And I'm going to put the minute hand right here. And the minute hand, remember, is a little bit longer. So first, remember step 1, I'm going to circle the hour number. So I want you to go ahead and pause the video for a second and circle that hour number. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Hopefully you pause the video and you circle that hour number. Now I'm going to place a dot on the minute number. So I'm going to take this minute hand. I'm going to follow it. I'm going to go, where does it go? Oh, it goes right there. And I'm going to put a dot right there so I know where to stop. Now remember that 12, it's a silly thing right there at the top. When we're counting by minutes, it's 0, 0, and it's also a 60. I know, it's so crazy. The clock can be a little funny sometimes, but you know what's important? We have to know how to tell time, right? It's important. You're going to go somewhere. You're like, well, I always have my phone, Mrs. Roberto. What? Maybe you don't. Maybe your phone doesn't work, and this is how you're going to need to see a clock with these hands on it. So there's 5. But look at if I go all the way over here, I'm at 10. But my dot is before then. So I'm going to have to count by what? What? Oh, you know, I'm going to write that 10 down so I don't forget it. That's my 10 is my hours, right? So minutes, let me see. So I was at 5, and now I'm going to count by ones. If you want to stop the video, you can and see if you can figure out what it is. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, a digit like a 9, we always put a 0 in right before it so it can kind of hold its place. So the time right now is 10:09. Okay, so let's try another one. Because these are kind of fun, right? I hope you're having a little bit of fun. Oops. I want to erase everything on that slide. Okay, so let's try this one. Let's try, I'm going to show you. Oops. Oh, why am I not writing? Oh, because I'm on the eraser. Okay, that doesn't help, right? So here is, oh, I don't like that. Hang on just a second. Let me get it a little bit better. You know, sometimes it's a little difficult to write on the screen. Now, this one's going to be a little tricky. This one, I hope I'm not going to trick you. Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. You know, they're going to give you a test in a couple weeks, and they are going to try to trick you. And I don't want. You're going to say, I'm not getting tricked. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to circle the hour number. So I want you to look at that really close before you circle that hour number, and you think, if it was my fourth birthday tomorrow, would I be 4 or am I still 3? And then I want you to look at where this is pointing to, and let me fix that a little bit. And then we're just going to go like this. Because if it's pointing at the 4, it would be at this long thing right here, but that's not where it is. So is it 4 or is it 3? So I want you to pause the video for just a minute. See if you can figure out, is that a 3 for the hour or is it a 4? Okay, I hope you paused the video and then now you're back, and I hope you figured out which number you need to circle. What number do I need to circle? Well, Mrs. Roberto, it's not at the 4 yet. It's still at the 3. It hasn't got to the 4 yet. It's almost to the 4, but it's not there yet. So my hour number is a 3. Okay. And then I need to put a dot on that minute number. So I'm looking at this minute hand, and I'm going to go put a dot right there. Okay, there's my dot. So I'm looking at that minute hand. I have a dot right there. Now I'm going to have to start counting by 5s, right? So remember on the top, there's the 0, 0, which it's also the 60. I know it's weird. Things are strange all the time. Always happens. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to count by 5s. Okay, so I want you to pause the video. I want you to try to count by 5s and then see where you end up. Okay, and then I will also try to see where I can end up. But first, I want you to do it. Pause the video. Okay, I hope now that you pause the video and now you're back and you already know. I bet you already know. So here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and then one more. So that would be 56. I want to show you another way that you can maybe try this one. This can be a little tricky, okay? So I want to show you a different way to try this one, okay? See if I can erase all these without erasing too much. Okay. All right. So I'm right here at this top. And I know that this can be 0, 0, but also can be 60. I could count backwards. So, and it's just kind of a preference. You might like to count all the way from fives. You might want to count backwards. Some people might want to count backwards. And I would just count by ones. And I would be at 60. Then I would be at 59. Then I would be at 58. Then I would be at 57. Then I would be at 56. Okay, so it's just a preference how you like to do it. There's more than one way. So go ahead and try your homework. Go ahead, you can private chat me if you're having any trouble. Hopefully I will be available a little bit, okay? And I gotta stop my video. I, oops, well, yes, I don't want to keep it. Oops. And I will see you later. Bye bye.